It was hard to see the ship through the rain, even with her spyglass, but when the lightning flashed, it was as though the ship's ropes and sails were outlined in chalk on a black canvas. "There's one coming," Tegan called to her little sister. Llewella snuffed out the flame, and the lighthouse turned dark. Tegan continued to watch the ship's progress. It dipped and yawed against the crashing waves. Then it lurched, as if it had ricocheted off something, rotated onto its side, and was dragged from sight. "It's under," Tegan called, putting the spyglass down. "Come on." The two of them descended the tower. At the ground floor, they pulled on their boots, smocks, and bandanas before taking their baskets. Tegan paused by the door and turned to her sister. "You ready?" she asked her. Llewella nodded, and Tegan turned the handle. The wind snatched the door from her and flung it wide open. The sisters ran outside towards the beach, while rain soaked their bandanas to their scalps within seconds. Flotsam and Jetsam had already washed ashore. The sisters split up to cover more ground. Tegan had found small goods, like apples and what she thought were green fruits that had tough, vibrant, almost snake-like skin. Whatever she found, fruits, pitons, tools, she grabbed them and stashed them in her basket. The best thing she'd collected was a labelless bottle sealed by a cork, and that contained a thick, dark liquid. As she bagged the wine bottle, movement drew her eye to the water. Not far away, crawling up the sand, was a waterlogged man whose long hair was stuck to his face. A survivor. His loose shirt was torn in places, and, when the lightning flashed, Tegan could see patches of red on the white fabric. Her nerves thrummed like a cello. Her arms sagged, as though her basket was doubling in weight each second. In a flash of light, she saw the confusion on his face as he took her in. Tegan's mind raced. If the sailor didn't kill them, he might inform the authorities, and if that happened, she would definitely hang. Llewella was young, but Tegan wouldn't put it past them to do the same to her. Through the medley of thoughts, she saw him getting to his hands and knees. Something in her took over. Tegan dropped the basket, ran toward him, and kicked him square in the face. He splashed face down into the surf. He scrabbled to stand. Before he could gain purchase, Tegan straddled his lower back. Even over the wind, she heard him shout. Felt the vibrations of his voice as she hooked her arms under his, and as she pressed her weight down on his head. The sailor writhed and wriggled. He couldn't push up with his hands, and his feet got further bogged down in the wet sand. His movements slowed, and his pushes weakened. Tegan kept the sailor pinned until long after he'd stopped moving. Her hands trembled as she disentangled herself from him and staggered up the beach. As she claimed her basket, she looked back and saw a wave crash over the limp sailor, obscuring him, before it receded and revealed a featureless stretch of sand.